gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Tonight, a Cleveland stabbing victim shares her safety concerns over new legislation that goes into effect later this year. It effectively blocks Ohio cities from restricting the size and type of knife someone can conceal and carry. Cleveland's knife law, which would be blocked by state law, restricted concealed carry knife size to just 2.5 inches. It did not allow switchblades, spring blades, or gravity knives. Backers of the new state law maintain eliminating restrictions on knife size does not present an additional safety risk on the streets. But News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis tells us Cleveland city leaders are worried.
Stabbed me over 15 times, affected my hand. I got stab wounds right here, right here.
Maosha Vales of Cleveland was the victim of a vicious knife attack here near the intersection of East 78th and St. Clair Avenue back in 2008. Maosha says she was simply trying to break up a fight, but instead was stabbed by another woman and nearly died.
I was thinking about my kids, not being able to see my kids anymore, and not being able to walk.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Maosha is against the Ohio law passed in 2021 allowing knives of any size or style to be concealed carried. Then, on June 14th of this year, Governor DeWine signed legislation that blocks Cleveland and any other Ohio city from imposing their own knife restrictions.
With that law, you're just giving people permission to be able to just attack people.
The Ohio law also removes concealed carry restrictions on other weapons like brass knuckles, billy clubs, and sandbags. Judy Martin, director of Cleveland Survivors Victims of Tragedy, believes removing restrictions will promote more street violence.
Keep burying our sons and daughters. Keep burying our fathers and mothers.
In this legislation, they can carry a sword. They can carry a sword, concealed sword. I mean, is that insane?
Cleveland Councilman Michael Polensek tells me he believes now that the Ohio law blocks a city ordinance on knife size, it's sure to put law enforcement and other safety forces in harm's way.
Can you understand why people don't want to be in law enforcement? When you have to worry now every time you get out of a car, you interact with someone, what kind of gun are they carrying? What kind of knife are they going to have concealed?
But the Buckeye Firearms Association believes removing knife restrictions statewide will not pave the way to more street violence, and that having a different knife law in each city throughout the state simply creates confusion for law-abiding citizens who want to conceal carry a knife for protection.
All we're trying to do is to make sure that people can exercise their rights, they can understand the laws, and law-abiding people aren't going to get in trouble for violating a rule that they don't understand.
Still, the city of Cleveland is weighing what legal action it can take to reinstate its knife ordinance.
Our law department is looking at this. We need guidance from our law department to see what we can do and what our options are.
And Cleveland residents like Maosha hope the city will prevail.
And just imagine the knife was this big. So if she had a bigger knife, ain't no telling what I would have looked like.
Reporting in Cleveland, I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.
Well, other cities like Akron and Dayton also had restrictions on knife size and type in place. Again, Ohio's legislation supersedes city legislation. It gives citizens affected by local knife regulations the right to sue cities for damages.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.